Ben Domenech with us now. Political question for you. Seems to me the Democrats will be running on abortions, guns, and maybe January the 6th. Is that enough to beat the border, inflation, the energy crisis, and all the other crises going on?
I think you almost answered your own question there, Stuart. I mean, I feel like this is a situation where the culture war issues that the Democrats are now just grasping onto, I think are ultimately going to backfire in a lot of ways. Look at the dynamics at play here. Democrats brought into their coalition in 2020 a lot of these suburbanite, sort of more socially moderate women and the like who might have voted for Mitt Romney but didn't like Donald Trump's tweets. They're going to hold on to that coalition. But Republicans have replaced that constituency with a lot of more diverse and, frankly, more socially and culturally conservative or traditionalist Hispanic, Asian immigrant voters and the like. That was the playbook that they ran in a state like Virginia, and it resulted obviously in Glenn Youngkin becoming governor. That's going to be the playbook that they run again in 2022. And I think that Republicans look out at the landscape right now and they say they feel like Democrats are just gifting Hispanic voters in particular to them across this country. And I think that is going to ultimately be a very short-sighted decision by the Democrats to play this game the way that they have.
Ben, I am sure you saw the horrific news this morning from San Antonio, where they opened up a truck and found 50 migrants locked inside and dead. I have to believe that that is going to have some impact on border policy. You think?
Look, I absolutely do. And look, it is a tragedy, but it is a tragedy that the Biden administration is welcoming through its actions and its decisions. This is a policy choice that they are making in terms of their approach to the border. It's not just something that's happening out of nowhere or organically. We saw the difference in policy when it was put in place in 2016 to 2020 in a way that would keep people from having this kind of appeal to a border that is so porous and that allows people through, allows these not just migrants, but the cartels that prey on them to use them and to make money from them with this type of hope and with these types of crammed vehicles that result in so much human tragedy and death. And frankly, I think that this is an issue that is going to become more and more of a priority in the coming months, and that Republicans need to be prepared to have an answer about what they're going to do. A call for impeaching Secretary Mayorkas, I think, is not out of the realm of possibility in a serious way if Republicans are able to have the kind of success in November that we expect them to have.
Yeah, Ben Domenech, let's see how that shakes out. Thanks for joining us this morning, Ben. I know we'll see you soon. Thanks a lot.